Alright, so we got the new Bristol kit from PartsPak.com. This is for the 3-inch drain kit. As you can see, it comes with 2 rubber seals, 4 bolts, and 4 nuts. Be careful when you open this. I used a razor blade, but you don't want to cut the seals. And I'll put the link down below for the seal kit so you can see where to buy it from. We left the old seal on so we could see which direction it goes. On the inlet flange, it's going to go with the small lip outwards. As you can see, there's the old one. So we'll just fit that back on. And then the same thing on the discharge pipe, it's going to be just the opposite. So the small side will be facing inward. It may be easier to put it on the valve itself, but I think I can hold those in place while I slip in the valve. I just am using my left hand to separate the inlet and outlet pipe. Yeah, it's a little tough. I'm going to try it the other way with putting our seals in on the valve first. I think that's going to work better. You can see it's much more flush that way, and it'll hold the valve better. I mean, hold the seals in better. That seems much better. And then you can just hand tighten the bolts in. Just feed them in by hand first so that you get all 4 of them in and lined up, and then you can use a wrench. It's a 7/16 inch wrench on both sides to tighten them up. Alright, so I've got each of the bolts hand tight. It took me a little bit to get it all even. You don't want to tighten one set down and have a big gap on the other corner. Otherwise you don't necessarily have your seal lined up and you may crack the plastic flange. So as you can see here, I've got everything with maybe a 1/16 or an 1/8 inch gap, and just everything is fastened pretty similarly. Now I'm just going to tighten them up with a couple of wrenches and just work around to tighten that up. That way you don't put too much stress on any corner of the plastic flange. The next thing we're going to do after we get this tightened up is do a test to see if anything is leaking. As you remember, we've fixed this valve and a crack in the tank with some plastic repairs, so we want to make sure that our repair is working 100% before we plan to use it. Now we've moved over to the 3-inch drain line that we just put the seals on. This camper again doesn't have a black water tank. It's just got pipe coming from the toilet, and we flushed the toilet twice just with water, and we've got the gate valve closed, so we're just looking underneath to see if there's any drips at all, and we've watched it for a while and there's no drips, so everything is working correctly with that. And we'll open the gate valve, and it's working fine.